Good afternoon. I'm Constable Adan Ballesteros, Constable Precinct 2. We're down there in Medina River. They're in infected areas. There are 24 homes that were totally lost. We're coordinating the effort of all the resources that are coming in, American Red Cross, the local churches. All these communities really coming together and pulling together and helping the residents down in there. While we were asking the local residents who are down there, please refrain from coming down there. As the captain said, we want to give them their privacy. We're asking also they stay away from the green belt. They're trying to come around. Just, you know, they're eager to see what's going on. Again, give them their privacy. But for those residents that lost their homes, or some of them aren't here, they're out of town, they can contact us, come down. They can find our number on our website to go ahead and come on down there or give us a call, and we can get them in touch with the resources that are out there and available to them. Again, thank you.
I'm Ernie Rodriguez. I'm the Chief of EMS here in Austin-Travis County. EMS has been working really hard to maintain our services and the level of service throughout the duration of this incident. In addition to the 33 ambulances that we usually staff every day, we added an additional 13 ambulances, and we spread those throughout the county region in order to maintain our first response capability. As all of the ESD fire departments were busy and committed to the fire, we wanted to be sure that we had sufficient numbers of first responders, so we supplemented that with ambulances. In addition to that, we also, for each of the fire locations, provided an EMS crew for the safety of the firefighters and any of the people that were involved in trying to evacuate or were in the area of the fires. So far, we've had absolutely minimal injuries and illnesses of any sort that resulted from this incident. We're going to continue to monitor that, and we'll provide as many ambulances as necessary to maintain the system's integrity and safety for our community.
I'm Dr. Paul Hinchy. I'm the Medical Director for the Austin-Travis County EMS system. Although our firefighters do an outstanding job fighting the fire, we'd just like to remind folks that we do have shifting smoke conditions due to the winds. And if you are in an area with smoky conditions, we'd like to remind folks to get inside, close up your home, utilize your air conditioning, particularly folks with respiratory and cardiac illness. We'd like to remind folks to stay inside, make sure they utilize their medications and have adequate resources to their medications. If they have any symptoms, that they should contact their physician as soon as possible. Thank you.
I think that concludes our briefing. We haven't announced the next one. I think we may do another one here at 16:30 tomorrow if we can get the players back, but we'll announce that through proper channels later. Any questions? Whoever you ask will come on up and answer.
Just a technical question. We were heard it started off as the Pedernales fire, then we were told Texas Forest Service changed it to the Spicewood fire because there was confusion about another fire in the Pedernales area. So what is it? Is it the Spicewood fire? Is it the Pedernales fire? Or should we just say Pedernales/Spicewood?
You can do that. The Spicewood name. Question on the name of the fire. Early on, it was named the Spicewood fire, and I'm not sure who named it that. We got the Forest Service come in, and they started calling it the Pedernales Bend fire. But I believe for FEMA's purposes, it'll be called the Spicewood fire, although in Travis County, our post office is Spicewood.
I have some fact sheets on that information I gave to you for you.
Talk to us about when you think that you'll have this fire contained close to 100%.
Okay, some of you are pretty sharp. You're watching us real close. You want to know why we're not more contained on this 162-acre fire. This kind of explains it. If you look at the map, these are everyone's backyards. These houses are very close together on small lots. On a regular fire, you would go in there and put bulldozer line in there. That's not going to work there. So we're going in real slow. We're working in these areas from the street. So it's a little more tedious. That's why we can't. We can only call it contained when we put a line completely around the fire. So it's just a little slow and tedious. And this was the complication of attack that we had. So it's going to take us a little longer. We expect containment about 1,700 tomorrow. That's what our plan shows. And it'll probably be contained and controlled at that time. But until then, I can't call it contained until we're finished with our work.
With the wind now beginning to pick up, what kind of plan are we preparing for?
It's the same. We've got resources out there on both fires. They're firefighters. They know where to move to if the wind comes up. We've been picking up smokes here all day. Small little things are going to be happening. The wind tends to heat them up and make them move quicker, but we've got enough resources to handle that.
With them working around the clock, how fatigued are your guys?
We've been pacing for the entire shift. We tell our firefighters you're either working or you're resting. And so we're rotating crews through. They're doing a real good job of trying to maintain that. And we're doing the best we can with what we have. We're still very stretched, very thin. Please, like I said yesterday, please don't test our response times today. So be very careful outside, be very careful around the home. Just be very careful with anything to do with fire. We do ask for that, and we are gonna get some wind that's expected, and it's just we'll just work through it.
Any more updates on the cause of this fire? I know yesterday it was the power lines.
I believe it's still an investigation, and that's the probable cause. I don't think, Mr. Hobby, hasn't been any changes? Danny? No, he's fine. I think it's still at that point for this fire. I can't speak for the other fire. Chief?
I just want to make one plea to the public, and that is, I think all of us would agree that we ask everybody out there to help us prevent any other fires from occurring, and that you make sure, I think you heard Chief Leonardis say that, be careful with anything to do with fire, but make sure you extinguish all smoking material. Why don't you just not cook outdoors right now, because that can be a hazard as well. So we ask all of you to help us keep you safe. Thank you.
What can residents do? I know the 100 or 300 or so that are back in their homes watch for hot spots. When do they need to call you at what point if something's smoking? Do they need to get a hold of you in these flare-ups, hot spots?
I'll take it. It's just, yes, all of the above. Most of the spot fires, we're going to see the little hot embers. We'll see those. We'll get crews there. We're usually moving around on the radios. We're just continuing to do that. People can keep an eye on their backyard and, water things down if there's ash there from the days previously. Don't waste water because that's a commodity also right now. But, be judicious and do that. But I think as the time goes on, there'll be less and less smokes. And we're hoping by the weekend these two fires will probably not have any smokes. But we're very sensitive about that. And we do appreciate everyone's watchful eye. You've been very helpful. Thank you.